Hello and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering draft video. We're jumping into another Innistrad Midnight Hunt draft. Just wanting to gain as much experience and information in the format as I can. I know a lot of folks are probably 100 drafts deep already. I am not. We're keeping on playing here and trying to discover more about the format. I've opened what looks to be a bomb rare here. Lisa, Forgotten Archangel, 2 white, white, black, 4/5 flying lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls dies, exile it instead. So excellent stats, obviously, and then of course the text is certainly relevant, especially if you're playing like kind of a white-based aggro deck. You're gonna have a bunch of creatures getting into combat and potentially dying. So this looks like a slam dunk first pick to me. There's also really nothing that wants to compete with it in this pack. The two best cards in this pack otherwise are Revenge of the Drowned and Ecstatic Awakener in some order. I think Revenge is slightly higher for me, just because I feel blue has a bit more flexibility to it, whereas black, even as we're about to jump into maybe a black-white deck, I don't know that black-white is really all that awesome on its face, and black-green's not very good. Black-red I don't think is very good either. So obviously black-blue is quite excellent. Okay, well, all that said, we've got a black-white rare. We could potentially splash it in a white-green or white-blue deck. Best card in this pack, we're going to kind of forget that we took this for a second because there's not a ton of awesome white or black cards in this pack. Best card in this pack, I think, is Sunrise Cavalier. Best white card is, I guess, Cathar Commando, which is kind of brutal. There's Ghoulish Procession as well, which in white-black is kind of interesting to me. It's going to give you some extra sort of zombies if you're doing the Flesh Taker thing, but my gut's saying take Sunrise Cavalier. I think this card is just a really solid stat line. I'm not really married to drafting red, white, or black, white, to be honest with you, but maybe we can, get deep into white and kind of pivot. We'll see what happens. What does this do? Note your life total. Beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if your life total is greater or equal to the last noted, then note your life total again. Greater than or equal to? So this is like draw an extra card and maybe gain some. I mean, gaining incidental life is actually pretty good. Along with the draw card. You have to be ahead for that to really do anything, though. So I think the pick for us here is just going to be Lunarch Veteran. Top white common. It's going to be excellent in black-white. It's going to be fine in red-white. If we end up white-blue, it's excellent there. Very doubtful we're going to end up white-green. Otherwise, there's really not much going on in this pack. There's a Shadow Beast sighting. There's a Play with Fire. But red is just not a priority color for me in this format. I think, we could certainly end up in a deck where we want to play with Fire, but the safe pick here is Lunarch Veteran to just stay open, quote unquote. Okay, Baneblade Scoundrel. So in a white aggro deck that wants to play black cards, I think this card's going to work pretty well because we're just going to be attacking people and we want good statted creatures, and this is that. This card's really hard to block. If you have any combat tricks, it's like blowout city for your opponent. For you, wrecking your opponent, that is. So I think we're going to snap that up here. Goes pretty nicely with our bomb rare and the veteran that we just picked up. Again, like pretty blah kind of pack. There's a Morning Patrol, and that's pretty much it. There's a Silver Bolt. There's a Larder Zombie, I guess. I like Larder Zombie actually a fair amount, but like nothing that you're really excited to see. So that being said, I think our start is pretty good. So pick 5, we're going to start thinking about signals here. We're seeing white cards that are playable but not great. Homestead Courage, Cathar Commando. Seeing the red, black, uncommon, which is playable, not great. So just weak packs so far. We're seeing sort of some medium red commons, which again, we don't really want to get deep on red. So I think the choice here is between Cathar Commando and I guess Homestead Courage or Flare of Faith. I think we're just going to take the creature that lets us play a white aggro deck, because there is still a chance we end up red-white and we have to drop these black cards. I think it's actually a very quite clear pick for that pack. All right, moving forward. Pick 6, foul play. Yeah, like to see that. Like, I'm a little bit concerned that black's cut. Black is a pretty popular color because it's very good. So we're certainly running a risk by trying to get deeper into black that it does get cut. But also we're not seeing any white. So I guess we're choosing between a black card or a red card. These red cards are not great. I like Festival Crasher, though. I haven't quite figured out how red works yet, but I think Festival Crasher is kind of an important piece. We are going to take Foul Play. It's the best card in the pack. It can nab a 3-drop fairly reasonably and, give you some value. It's sorcery speed. Like, it's not amazing, but it's certainly the best card that's there. Seeing more red here. Lunar Frenzy, really, really good. Like, this is a reason to play red for sure. But the problem with red is it just doesn't give you any reasons to want to be in it in the first place. So you see this pick 7 and you're just like, this is cool. I would love to play this if I was red, but the rest of my deck is going to be like junk, like Ardent Elementalist and stuff. So although those cards are pretty good together, we're going to take Candlegrove Witch here. Stay deep on white, as I believe that white is a strong pivot color to be in. If you missed my video on the pivot colors and how to navigate the draft, you can go back and check that out. It's called How to Read Signals in Innistrad Midnight Hunt. So our deck is like looking pretty medium here, but this bomb is maybe going to carry us. We're either taking Evolving Wilds here or another 3-1 with Flash. And there's maybe a little bit of an argument for Ritual of Hope, but I think we want the Commando more. We just want to make sure we have creatures. Ritual of Hope is not very good if you don't have any creatures. All right, pick 9. These are the wheel cards. Nobody's interested in playing red-green. What a surprise. What a surprise. I think the best card here is Harvesttide Sentry, and I don't think we're going to end up playing it, but I will take it here. Harvesttide Sentry, I think, is the key to having a good green deck. There was a comment on one of my previous videos about how does green-blue work, and my answer is I don't really know for sure, but I actually think that it has to do with sort of playing like an aggro tempo game, like almost like what blue-white was trying to do in our last video. But because you get access to Eccentric Farmer, you can mill over your disturbed creatures a little bit more easily than you can in blue-white, which doesn't really have access to incidental self-mill. We'll take Arrogant Outlaw, I think, here. It's a good aggressive card, and it's black, which is kind of where we most want to be, I think. Tough first packs. Looks like white is at least flowing for us a little bit here. Black looking like a little bit cut, which is unfortunate, but to be expected. But I think we still have to lean into it. We just didn't see enough excellent red cards to really want to do it. And this Angel is so good that it's probably worth it to even like draft a medium Black-White Aggro deck. So I think that's the direction we want to go in. Smoldering Egg is a spells card. We're not going to be that. So we got Midnight Ambush. We've got Candlegrove Witch number 2. And, I mean, we got another Sunrise Cavalier. That is a thing we could potentially pick up since these cards are all so medium. Still feels like Candlegrove Witch is the right choice. We do have double Cathar Commando, which matters for Coven. It's really easy to find creatures with 2 power. We'll have a fair amount of access to 1 power, I think, if we want it. And if we pick up Gavany Trapper, we'll have 0 power, but 3 power is a little bit tricky. So because we do have 2 of these, this will have flying more of the time. So I think we'll take it here. But we're building a deck that does not have a ton of like built-in synergy. It's just going to be stats and a bomb, which maybe that's good enough. But I don't like love the direction we're going in right now. Okay, Necrosynthesis is not a card I want to play. Thermal Alchemist is. Gavany Trapper is. So I think we just continue to get deep on white. Gavany Trapper's fine. It's gonna play all right. So as I was saying about blue-green, so you get access to the Eccentric Farmer, which lets you mill disturb creatures, which white-blue doesn't really let you do. So if you end up with like a bunch of bait hook anglers, and if you get the uncommon that flashes back something, it's not the Archivist, although that one's excellent. It's like the 1/3 that when it dies you mill 3, and then it flashes back for 3 blue, and it's a 3/4 flyer. Like cards like that, milling those with Eccentric Farmer and just trying to beat your opponent down and then kill them with the Winterthorn's Blessing, which is the green-blue gold uncommon that freezes one of their creatures and puts a 1/1 counter on yours and flashes back. That, I think, is where I want to be if I'm drafting green-blue. So think about that deck like a blue-white deck, similar to the one we had in our previous video, but the green cards let you actually turbo out your disturb creatures a little bit more quickly. And like Harvest-Tide Sentry is the card you want, not Shadow Beast Sighting. I find that card to be too clunky. I know it's got a good win rate on 17 lands and all that, but like, I don't know. It's like paying 7 mana for a 4/4 with no evasion that just gets ruined by Revenge of the Drowned is just not where I want to be. This, however, is where I want to be. Search Party Captain is one of my favorite white commons, so we'll snap that up here. That'll help us churn through our deck and continue to put creatures into play and find our Lisa. And here we got a choice between Cathar Commando or Loyal Gryph. I think we want the flying that Loyal Gryph offers over the extra point of power and cheaper mana cost that Commando offers. This card is like totally medium though. I guess like if we flash back Morning Patrol or Lunarch Veteran, we get to buy it back, but that's not going to come up all that often, I don't think. But I think 2/2 flyer is just good enough, and we kind of need 3 drops. So I think I am going to put this Cavalier away. I'll take the Gryph here. All right, seeing white, love to see it. Gavany Silversmith, let's go. We've got a shot at a 3rd Witch here, but I'm pretty happy with having 2 Witches, 4 2-drops plus the Veteran and the Gavany Trapper at the moment. Feels pretty good for the low end of our curve. Gavany Silversmith is going to add a lot to our deck by buffing these Witches, which will have flying, buffing the Gryph, which has flying. So that's all quite good. There's an Overwhelmed Archivist, pick 5. Archivist, I should say, which is also kind of interesting. I don't think we're moving to blue, though. We did not really see blue in pack 1, as I recall. We'll take another Smith here. But, I mean, the benefit of being deep on white right now is that, like, we have this bomb we want to play. Other than that, yeah, Baneblade Scoundrel's fine. Outlaw is not very good. Foul Play is fine. Like, we could drop all 4 of these black cards and, like, into red or something if, like, something crazy happens because we're so deep on white, or jump into blue. So if something crazy happens, we could do that. I don't expect that we will, but that's the benefit of being deep on one color and one pivot color at that, being white, black, or blue. So I think at this point in the format, with everybody kind of knowing how good blue-black is, I feel like white is kind of where you want to be, because like you could play white anything, like even white, green, white, red are fine, right? Whereas like, you know, black, red, black, green, blue, red are all like kind of, I don't know, people have been hyping up blue, red lately, but like those decks are not straightforward to build or to play. And like, I think they require specific cards. Whereas like, if you just jam a bunch of white commons together, you're kind of doing it. You can just play whatever you want. Like, so we haven't seen really any black come in this direction either. So this could be a draft where we move off it. And I mean, there is a bait hook angler here. We could take it. Stolen Vitality we could take as well. We've got the one Cavalier. Or we just take another Homestead Courage. Yeah, I'm kind of into it, bots. I'm kind of into it. Let's take bait hook angler. I'm not saying we're going to jump into blue, but we could. Soul Guy Gryph, Abandon the Post. Abandon the Post is pretty important if you are in white-red. I feel like we could end up there, but I also feel like we should just take another white card. I think this card is serviceable. It's big. It's big. It has flying. It does interact with the graveyard, which is nice. 11th pick Larder Zombie. I'm not going to take it, but again, indicates to me that blue is kind of... I know I say in my videos, like, don't pay attention to pack 2 signals, but when you're getting stuff pick 11, 12, like that means that everybody's seen it once, and a lot of people see it twice and they don't want it. So that can indicate that like nobody's on blue or nobody's on blue-white, and we can definitely see that white is super open. So a card like Shipwreck Sifters, that makes sense that it's coming around that late because whoever is drafting blue is not drafting white. So we can think about that for sure. Okay, we've got Gavany Trapper, Baithook Angler, Defenestrate, Sunrise Cavalier are all options for us here. I mean, this is such a tough spot because we could just say screw it, we're gonna pivot into blue-white and like, but I feel like we're gonna get enough good black cards in the next 4 or 5 picks just because like not everybody can take every single black card. That I think we should just stick with black-white. Also, like neither of these cards are quite good enough to want to take, I think, over Defenestrate. Gavany Trapper's close, though. That could be the one we should take there. But I think we just kind of stick with the plan. Let's keep taking white cards and just support. Like, we can just play white, like nearly mono white with like 3 black cards or something. That'll be totally good. Cathar's Call. Yeah, this card's pretty bad. I guess you get the token right off the hop, but Dreadhound's good for sure. And nothing else in this pack is. So I'm a little loath to play 6-drops, especially in aggro decks, but this card comes down and like kind of just kills them right away almost. So I think we want that over Morning Patrol number 3. But I'm not trying to complain, but like we have not seen great packs in my opinion. So this has been kind of an example of just scrapping out what you're getting past and what you're opening. Angel Fire Ignition. 2/1 counters on target creature against Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible Haste until end turn. That's really good. We still have the Cavalier. There's nothing else we want in this pack. There's a Bat Whisperer, but we already got 4 4-drops that are better than it. I guess Search Party Captain is more like a 3. Homestead Courage is not a card we want multiples of. So I'm going to take this. Not saying we could still end up red. We've got choices here. We've got choices. And this is a bit of a mystery of a pack here. Ominous Roost. Probably not. We've got some Disturbed stuff, but like not enough to really lean into this. But I guess Ardent Elementalist, what does that do for us? Buys back the Ignition. That's it. I guess we take the Roost then. Or we take Baithook Angler as another disturbed creature to play with Sifters. Or we take Falcon Abomination as just a good card. I guess we take Falcon Abomination as just a good card. So this is we're all over the place here. We're going to be obviously white something, but could be white anything, you know? This is the card I'm talking about for blue-green. I think this is important for the deck. Flare Faith, Foul Play, number 2, Interloper. Interloper would be okay in this deck. I think I passed one of these earlier in the draft. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, maybe I shouldn't have. Doesn't block, but gets in there for damage. I think we do just want the foul play. Yeah, I think we do. How are we doing for creatures? 22, and like a bunch of these we're not playing. So yeah, I think we're okay there. All right, another Lunarch Vet. Man, a Flesh Taker at any point would just be real nice. Crawl from the Cellar is an interesting one as well. We're not going to get a ton of synergy out of the +1/+1 counter, but just being able to rebuy some creatures is not bad. Yeah, but I think it's a clear veteran here. And now we do want that thing that gives creatures you control +1/+1, which is this. Hey. All right, that's cool. Maybe we wield the Cathars. I think we want this. We don't have any tricks except for Flare of Faith. Yeah, so I think this will kill them a good amount of the time. I think we're going to have a bunch of creatures in play. There's a Candlegrove Witch there we could have taken as well. Another Morning Patrol, sure. Okay, so I think we are going to settle on black here. But that was about as deep as I've gone into the draft without knowing what color pair I was. So that's fun. Keeping it interesting. Gavony Trapper comes around again. Love it. Let's take it. So we got some cuts to make here, and it's gonna be tricky. Can't be blocked by creatures power 4 or greater. I don't know about that. I mean, we don't need 4 morning patrols though. I'm gonna take this barrage card. Oh, we already had one. My bad. I wouldn't have done that if I knew we had one already. Homestead Courage, I guess. I just don't think the blue cards are gonna get there over. Like, we've got decent removal in black, and we have a bomb, so would have liked to have picked up an Evolving Wilds at some point as well. But this is what we ended up with. We'll be right back with the final build of the deck. All right, so this is sort of what we're looking at here. We cut a foul play because I feel like having 2 of these is not great. I think the first one is going to be pretty cool, and then the second one you might not have a target for. We cut Homestead Courage because it's just not that good in this deck. We don't have any Incidental Mill or anything like that to get value off of it. We cut I think the 3/2 that drains them for 2. I can't remember what that's called now. And I think the last cut we're gonna make is Dreadhound. Actually, it's double black, which is a little bit awkward on mana. Obviously, it's a 6-drop, but like it's a 6-drop. So this deck wants to get off to the races pretty quickly. I either wanted to cut Baneblade Scoundrel or Dreadhound, but I think the fact that we have Flare of Faith for the Scoundrel makes it that much better, and I already think it's quite good. So we'll just have to sort of feel out how effective it is. It's possible that we want a second copy of Ritual of Hope, which I think we did draft. Or sorry, I'm sorry, Flare of Faith is the card I meant to say. Yeah, we do have a second one of those. We may want that. I cut Soul Guide Gryff as well, just for curve considerations. Yeah, we have a ton of humans in the deck. We've got 17, so this card's going to be pretty good, I think, but 2 mana, so you don't want to like have 2 of them in your hand, I don't think, at any point. So that's where we're at. Arrogant Outlaw is the other card I was talking about that we cut. So yeah, let's cut Dreadhound. We're going 10-7 because we have very few black cards, and they're all later game. It might even be right to go 11-6, but we also have no double white, so yeah, let's try it like this and just keep an eye on some of these cards that I was discussing and see how they're performing. And we'll see you for round 1 in just a moment here. Please do feel free to click that thumbs up button and that subscribe button if you're enjoying the videos. It helps in a big way. We go first. Love it. Both our colors, couple 2s. We'll obviously need to draw a couple lands at some point. Depending on what our opponent starts with, I think we go Commando here. Go Commando. But I guess we won't show them that we have it in case they want to play like something that trades profitably with it. Okay, that is not a thing that trades. I mean, it trades with it, but it's not something they're going to want to trade because it's a ramp creature. So we get to get in for 3. And if we draw a land next turn, we're going to be pretty psyched. Morning Patrol will be a 3/4. I think we'll probably put the other counter on Silversmith as well. Okay, we did not hit. Did not hit. Gale Drifter. That's annoying. I think we still attack with both. We have a Pump Spell. And we also have a Lunarch Veteran to follow that up with. So depending on what they block, right? And they probably block Cathar Commando, which makes our Pump Spell worse. Do we play Lunarch Veteran first? No, because if they don't block, we want to play Morning Patrol number 2. Okay. Because they may not block here. But they do. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, it's fine. Trades. Trades and patrolling. Missed our land drop. If they continue to hit theirs, that's going to get difficult for us. Yep. Oh boy. That's the big green rare, isn't it? Yep. Flashback for 10 mana, though, so we've got some time. Okay, so if they put both creatures in front of Morning Patrol, and then we play our trick, it doesn't work, right? But we get to kill their Root Coil Creeper, and that's good for us. If they just bounce the farmer off of one, we could play a trick, but that's kind of a waste of the trick in a way. So I think we're going to go with Vet, Candlegrove Witch, and if they give us the trade, we'll take it. I think they're just going to bounce and take 2. Yep. And then next turn we can play Trapper, and the Witch will get flying. And we want to do this in the opposite order because we want to gain life. This Ritual of Hope just keeps getting better as we hold on to these creatures for a little bit longer, so I'm not going to spew it there to kill a 2/3. Alright, 6 mana for our opponent. That's a real nice card. Okay. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. So if we play Trapper, swing with all. I mean, they've got 3 mana up, so they could have a flip the switch. They could have a bounce spell, I guess. Bounce spell will be good in green-blue, so yeah, I could put them on that. So I guess we'll start here. I think we're still jamming with the Morning Patrols because... Actually, I think we're jamming with everything because Ritual of Hope is good here. We do get kind of blown out if they've got exactly flip the switch, which I would not expect green-blue to be playing. This costs 4 to activate. So I think we get in there. We're also sort of like, even though we're ahead on life and everything, like they're going to win this game if we don't. I think we need to like make a big play here. If we just get them for 2, that's fine. I mean, they're mana constrained right now. Like they have to have exactly flip to make this bad for us. And even at that, we're like Lunarch Veteran and whatever, and these things come back from the dead and stuff with flying. So, like, the worst case scenario of them countering this is, I think, is okay. Here comes the flip. Oh, what do they got? They got something. Or maybe it's just their Root Coil Creeper activation. Not sure. So Veteran's dying for sure. They're just going to bounce their own thing. They're going to bounce our thing. Clear shot. That's good. Nice. Their thing still dies, though. Yeah. That was real good for us. Okay. So that's the kind of play that we needed to have a shot because their long game is going to be real good. Would love to see a land, actually. No, eh? Can't swing it? Alright. Well, Defenestrate doesn't matter here. I mean, it gets us in for an extra 2, but... It spends our mana. Gets us in for an extra 2. They go to 9. They're pretty far away from flashing this back. I think we just attack, and if they, like, have a trick or something, then we would use it. And we probably just play the Witch. I think so. I think we hold the Defenestrate. I think they just bounce and take 2. Okay, so far Ritual of Hope is in our good books. So that's nice. Seven mana for our opponent. 2 cards in hand, Gale Drifter in the yard. Put our Trapper away, you say. I mean, we want to draw lands, right? So I think we put it on the bottom. Even though it's going to be an important Coven piece for us. I think we're still fine. I think we'll just buff the Witch, buff a Patrol. Get in with all here. Bounce, take 6. Okay, so, I mean, obviously this turn was very swingy for us, and I'm glad we did it when we did. I think we're going to get away with this one. So now if we just kill Eccentric Farmer, they are dead on board, right? They have to have some kind of a trick, and I mean, they didn't show it to us last turn. And they're stuck on their attack step right now, so they're not considering playing anything. Oh, nice. So this just does it, I think. I suppose we want to play veteran first, just in case something goes horribly awry. But I think this is just going to do it here. Yeah. All right, see you for round 2. Okay, well, opponent goes first. Reasonably pleased with how our decks performed so far. We were in play, which is going to matter a lot for us. So, I think this hand is fine to keep, but not great. Lunarch Veteran makes it a whole lot better. Mulliganing is just pretty punishing in general. In Magic, in Limited. Okay, so we get to play Double Trapper here. Let's see if they'll trade their 1/1 for our 1/1. No, eh? Alright. Gain a couple life. Looks like we're up against the mirror match here. So next turn we could like play Search Party Captain for 1 mana potentially. So that's pretty cool. Probably still correct to just play... Okay, well, never mind. Probably correct to play Morning Patrol anyhow. Darn. Okay, that's fine. Morning Patrol. Gain life, so you go. That's good with Decayed for sure. But, I mean, we got Double Trapper to lock down their biggest stuff, and we'll just try to win with flyers. So, is there any reason to attack with Morning Patrol? They could trade their Search Party Cabinet for it, / their Jadar. Which makes the mob a 3/3. Otherwise, they have to trade their mob, which they're not going to want to do. I think getting rid of this Jadar might be worthwhile. So I'm going to go for it. They also might just take 2. That works as well. So Search Party Captain at 3 mana. I think we just get the Scoundrel down. The life gain from this is probably going to be pretty important this game. In. Well, it's funny because I don't really want to grow the mob extra, but I'm assuming this attack is because they want to play a captain for 2. So they missed their land drop. If they have a trick and that kills our Morning Patrol, that's okay. Their mob doesn't grow. I'm assuming they're trying to play a captain for 2 mana here. They could have the gain 2 or +2/+0 lifelink, get a thing, get a 1/1. That'd be annoying. I am gonna take 2 off the zombie though, because Baneblade Scoundrel is really good on this board. I don't want to risk losing it. Yeah. So we read that correctly. So I think we want to attack with Scoundrel here. There's no way we get blown out. If it trades for mob, we're fine with that. Opponent's on 3 colors. Interesting. Morning Patrol doesn't get in though. Or does it? Because that lets us play Captain for 2 mana. No, I think we just get him with Scoundrel. Play Captain, try to hope to hit a land, play Witch. I don't think they're blocking Scoundrel. We could also tap the mob, get in with 2 creatures, play Captain. Doesn't seem that good to me. But, oh man, like the potential of playing... The potential of playing Witch and Captain this turn is really enticing to me. I just don't really... I don't want them to get to eat the Patrol for free, but... Also, like, the Patrol's not doing much as a 2/3 ground creature. It will do something as a flyer later on. Okay, I'm gonna shove it. They might not block it. Yeah, okay, they're just gonna take it. So there's also the... Anytime I'm considering an attack, assume that I'm factoring in a chance that they're not gonna block. I don't always say that, but like I'm not gonna chump attack in a creature in a situation where I know they're gonna block it. There was a real chance there that they were not gonna risk losing their mob to a combat trick, because they're behind on mana and behind on board. So for them, if we had a trick there, they would just lose the game on the spot. So there's a real chance that they don't want to block, and they did not there. If I was certain they were going to block, I would not have made that attack. To be clear, and we're playing the Witch over the Patrol because it's going to have flying. All right, so opponent's stuck on lands, but this game's far from over. Far from over. Okay, opponent shoves with Zombo. Again, I think we just take the damage here. We're 22. Well, I think one of the ways that this goes badly for us is if they are able to kind of dismantle our board, because they're at a precariously low life total, and they don't have much going on. So if we let their combat tricks be good, that gives them, something useful to do with their mana. Okay. So we've got a 2/2 flyer. We could tap 2 of their creatures, leaving them with 2 blockers, which means they're blocking the 4/3 and a 2/2, and they're taking 5, which is not dead. Not enough to kill them. But we have Gavany Trapper mana. Hobbling Zombie trades with Scoundrel, so we don't want to get in there. So I think we just get in for 2 in the air and start tapping their stuff. But let's play Morning Patrol, even though it lets us tap 1 less creature. Say go. Okay, so definitely tapping. Kind of want to tap their zombie pre-combat. Because, like, there's no reason for them to want to attack with the mob here. And by their zombie, I mean their decayed token. Because they're going to want to shove with it because it's a free attack. But we probably should just tap Hobbling Zombie and let them hit us for 2. It's fine. We're 21. Could tap Mob next turn. Darn Stinger. Okay. This is first strike when attacking, yeah? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, here's where that Ritual of Hope would be real good. Okay. So, more math. We can tap 2 things. 3 blockers. Let's block. Take 5. Still not good enough. So I think we just play another Witch here. They might take a damage off blocking with this as well. We can keep that in mind. So they are almost assuredly dead next turn. Unless something crazy happens. But kind of awkward. These ground creatures don't really do a whole lot. And these stalemate type boards, like, we're kind of just getting away with this game because they're missing land drops. But flying is so good, right? Beginning of combat on your turn. +1/+0 haste, that's fine. Give it self haste or something. So, tap. Tap zombie again, I think. Probably just pump their decay token, right? Oh no, they want to draw a card. Okay, well, if they make this attack, they're just dead, I think, so. Again, there's really no reason for us to block here. I'm not sure what they could have for 1 mana, but like I think we just actually literally have them dead on board. So let's tap. Tap, tap. They got 2 blockers. So block here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. See you for the next one. We're back. Opponent goes first. It's not great, but hand looks good. Got a 1-drop. And we have a combat trick that might come in handy when we're trying to enable Search Party Captain. See what they play as a 2 here. Another mirror match, eh? Oh, that's really annoying. Okay. Guess we're not attacking into that, because don't want to flare and have them draw a card. That's good. That's a good card. Okay. It's an awkward spot for us. Right. So they can make it a 3/3. This is all quite annoying. So I think we're going to take it here. So same reason again. We don't want to spend Flare of Faith killing a card that draws them a card. They get to put a counter on this. We get to attack them, though. And now they won't want to block. And that gives us Search Party Captain. So that's cool. But unfortunately, this thing's going to kind of get out of hand, I think. And we have 1 way to kill it in our deck, and we just drew it. Okay, cool. Sweet. Sounds good. Take 3. Not that we love spending our... Oh my goodness, what is this? Enters the battlefield. Each opponent makes a 1/1. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, this gets a 1/1 counter. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is a human token. I think we get in with everything. Try to flare something. Try to flare. Well, I guess we don't want to flare stupid novice occultist. We just want to attack for 2. We get Gavny Silversmith. Does that do anything? Kind of. It pumps 2 of our creatures. They've got Silver Bolt, though. Interesting spot here. Kind of just want to defenestrate the Blood Thief, but also this stupid 3/3 is going to keep growing. Like, if we did play Silversmith here, we get to get in for 3. We've got double blocks. On the Blood Thief, they have to hold up Silverbolt mana to make that happen, which they could easily do. I guess we could make this a 3/4, though. So then they wouldn't have... We could triple block it. They could have a trick, though. Yuck. I am going to play the Silversmith because I want to spend all of our mana this turn. But, tricky spot. But, I mean, they have a free attack here with the 4/4. Because, like, we can't really play... We can't block, you know? Like, yeah, because they could just have a trick. I mean, I'm kind of okay blocking the Slaughter Specialist, because if they trade a trick for the Silversmith, that's okay. And we've always got Defenestrate. And if we draw, like, a land, maybe, we could... It's just, like, we're in an awkward mana situation. So, yeah. Trade your trick for a 3/4. That's okay with me. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. No. Well, I should have seen that because that was on board. So now I think we're gonna probably lose. My bad. Apologies. Darn. That's so bad. Okay, how can we get out of this? We can get out of this by killing the Blood Thief, double blocking the Specialist, and using this trick. And I'm not having removal. I guess that's what we're going to do. And then if none of that, if they don't attack, we have Loyal Griff to flash in. Oh, that feels bad. Sucks to suck. Nice play on their part, though. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of this. Let's do this. Like, we just put ourselves in a situation where they just have to not have anything. Or we defenestrate the Specialist. We could have taken 9, I guess. But no, we've put ourselves in this situation. I think we got to... I guess if we flare first and they kill our thing in response... We could kill the Specialist. And then we would have a 1/1, but no, I think we just kind of Hail Mary here. Pretty sure they've got the trick, but what are you gonna do? Maybe there's a world where we just kill that thing and take 6. Might have been more prudent. Oh, shit. Alright. Alright. Probably should have put that on the veteran, shouldn't I? Okay. They're just going to return creatures to their hand now. Yeah. Good. It's going to be a difficult game to win, but we're at least... We survived that turn. I'm surprised at that. Okay. Lunarch Veteran plus, I guess just Morning Patrol is the way we want to go. And we've got a foul play in hand, which does kill this. However, oh, that's, come on. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah. That's not what I meant to do. Well, kind of makes me want to return the Phantom then. Should have been a Morning Patrol, but I think it's fine to return that since this will gain us some life. That's 2 blunders in a row. In for 3. I mean, they didn't have a trick last time, so... And they're obviously trying to set up the 2/2, right? I mean, we could just take it. I just don't want them to come down as a 3/3. Because we can't kill it at that point. Still feel like we're behind, far enough behind that we need to do this. Yep. All right. I mean, and also, like, based on their not having a trick before, why would we assume they have one now? Is this exile? No. No, it doesn't. Okay. I think we just go Veteran Scoundrel. We could go Scoundrel Foul Play, but there's really no reason to want to do that. I still think we're going to lose this game because we've lost a bunch of card advantage, but happy to not be dead at least after the blunders we've made. Opponent's missing land drops too. That doesn't hurt. But once they hit, they have a bunch of gas to play. Like that thing. Hello. 2/3 double strike. Come on in. We'll take it. All right. So Scoundrel's still good on attacks. They would have to double block with Patrol and Trainer, and we would get to kill them both at that point. And we could have a trick, which they might play around, but I don't think they will, because they don't have tricks of their own. So if they want the trade, they're going to take it here. Oh, that's not going to go well. Do we want to give them the card? Don't really want to. But that occultist kind of needs to die at some point, right? So we can stack all of the damage up on the Patrol, and the occultist won't die. It's also like takes them off having Coven and stuff. That's probably worth killing it. But you heard it here first. I don't like that they're drawing a card. Unpopular opinion, I know. All right, we still got a foul play we could target our own creature with, and we're not going to do that. So here we go. What a game. What a game. Okay, Cultist the second. In for 3, maybe not. Still don't think they have a trick, so I think we attack with our Scoundrel. Yeah, if they've got Defenestrate, then that's not, you know, it's different. Yeah, again, giving them cards. I know. I don't like it either. We just don't have any other way of, like, doing anything this game. We don't have any flyers. I guess we would have a flyer if we let our Morning Patrol die, but I don't think we want to do that either. Okay. So we can pass the turn here and flip our Wolf. Okay. And, I mean, they'll probably just double spell here, but that's okay. We didn't give up anything because our Commando has Flash. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yeah. A weird game. Shouldn't have flipped, I guess. In. Can't beat a 3/3 first strike in combat. I'll take that. You push with everything here. They're just going to trade, but they take 4 in the process, which is useful to us. Got double Soul Sisters going now. Gain a bunch of life. Still feel like we're going to lose. Exile. Okay. That's good. That is good. Really? Okay. I disagree with that attack. Don't know if we need to foul play here. Although I wouldn't mind drawing a card. They still have the ability to get back that 2/2 Stromkirk thing. Gotta imagine it's putting a counter on itself though, because it has to target a vampire, right? So I don't think foul play is ever gonna get that thing dead. So let's do this. Let's try and draw a card. See what we hit. Cool. One less of those to draw. Okay. Ritual of Hope is becoming a potential win condition. Yeah, that's big. That's huge. So we have to double block that. Right. So I guess we'll double block with Morning Patrol. We don't have enough to take it down. Sure. I think we're just dead here. Oh, dear God. Menace, double strike. I think we're just dead here. Because even drawing Gavany Trapper is too little too late, I think, at this point. So, unfortunately, my misplays cost us this one. Oh, there it is. Okay, don't speak too soon. We're going to gain 4 life here. Question is, what do we block with? We got to double block the Behemoth, obviously. Do we try to keep the Apparition available so that we can actually like clock them? Or do we need to keep the Veteran around? We're going to be tapping the Behemoth. I think this is correct to do. We're going to 2. They should have given something else double strike, by the way. This gives us a slight out. But I'm really not sure that we can get there. Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this game. Sorry about the misplays. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're not dead. I don't know. Keep thinking we're dead. I think we can live for another turn. They're at 5. Candle Trap. Yep. Yeah, they've got life gain going. Ah, now we're doing the thing. Okay. So we got to double up on this. And we have to block their Veteran, and we have to block their Blood Thief. We go 1. But then we're going to go to some other amount. We're going to gain a pile here, but I don't think it's going to matter. Well, sometimes you make mistakes, you know? We played to our outs that to the situation we put ourselves in, and that's what happens. Okay, we're at 7. We are dead though, right? We have to be dead. Okay, see you in the next one. 2-1. Maybe should have won that game, but we're gonna put it behind us, and we're gonna keep this hand with a couple 2s. Hope to draw a couple lands. Kind of want to bring the other +2/+2 combat trick would have been good that game. So kind of want to think about bringing that in. But I'm just not sure what we would cut. Maybe like a morning patrol is a little bit clunky. Curving out so far though, feels good. Blue-red on the other side. No plays. Okay, so it could be flip the switch here. I think I'm fine with that. Dissipate. Similar deal, but worse because it doesn't give him a zombie. Four mana Firmament Sage. Okay. Let's try... Oh, we could double spell here. It's a little bit potentially better than playing Silversmith. Playing Silversmith gets us in for 3 here where we would not otherwise. But they might not block the morning patrol because they don't want to lose the Sage. But yeah, they're pretty far behind on board. So patrol number 2, pass the turn. Organ Hoarder. Good card. Mill 2 lands, put a spell in hand, presumably. The old 1 mana Search Party Captain. Definitely in for that. Now our opponent's going to be making some trades. So, I mean, if you curve out with the white commons, it can go like this sometimes. Do they have Fading Hope? It seems like they might. Barring some absurd rare, I think we got this one. Yeah, all right. Back for the next. We've yet to see our rare, which kind of just goes to show that your commons need to carry the day, kind of no matter what, especially in this format where the games go pretty quick, because like there's a real chance that you just never draw the rare that you drafted. So I would advise against counting on that happening. We're on the draw again, I think, right? Which is annoying, but we've got a good curve here. If we get to attack with the Witch, that means we get to play this on turn 3. The Captain, that is. Which is going to be pretty nice. Okay, opponent mull to 5. So that's the situation that they're in. But they've got a good start here. Again, hopefully we will get to attack for 2. Hitting their land drops. Playing Morbid Opportunist. All right. I guess we want to kill that because... But we will get to attack. If they double block, kill the Opportunist, and take both their creatures down. Okay, so... We're going to play the Captain here. Or just kill the Opportunist right now. I mean, I think the only way we really lose this game is by them just drawing a bunch of extra cards. They just play a removal spell, play another removal spell, kind of get back in it. This way, it's unlikely that they're gonna be able to just beat us just because they're down 2 cards from mulliganing. So whereas like in an even game, I'd probably still make the same play actually, because like the idea of them being able to just outdraw us with that thing would be pretty scary. Card is obviously bonkers good. So they can double up on Witch if they want, and I don't think we really care if they do. Do we? Maybe we do actually care. Maybe we don't need to be so reckless. Yeah, let's just attack with the Silversmith here. Don't want to give them any outs, especially when we're holding 4 lands. Kind of rough. Yeah, that's a card. Well, now we don't really have attacks, do we? Yeah, maybe I should have attacked with the Witch there. Give them the double block. Then they would just have a 2/2, and then we'd have attacks this turn. Okay, I'm gonna mark that down as a poor decision. However, we've got lots of outs here. Maybe even still that turn, we just attack with everything. Yeah, probably should have attacked with everything last turn as well. Don't love... Okay, well, they're going to take 6. Yeah, I think my play has been suboptimal this game, and definitely the game before, or 2 games ago. But whatever, I mean, want to get the flyer into play, but the fact they took 6 there, I think we definitely should have pressured them the last couple turns. Okay, they're going to scoop because they had bad luck, but yeah, could have played that one a little bit better, I think. On the draw, yet again. Hand is good, though. Keep it. Turn 1 vet. Turn 2 something. Turn 3 captain, probably. Okay, opponent on a Ghoulish Procession. Cool. Want to attack with both here. Because we need to get the Search Party Captain down. Flare on Falcon Abomination doesn't feel great, but I think they're going to take this block because they've got Procession for value, but we need to hit our land drops. I think we might just kind of just want to let this thing die, honestly. We just need to hit our land drops. Don't really want to give them a 2/2. Yeah, I think we just let this go, unfortunately. Oh, they get it off of ours too. Whoops. Didn't realize that. Still think this is probably the way we want to play it though. Unfortunately, just luck of the draw here. Okay, so now we got access to foul play, which is useful. Kills the Abomination. Obviously gives them another zombie, which we don't love, but might be the thing we got to do. Ooh. So we could Cathar down the Procession, eh? They got 3 mana up. Triggers only once each turn. I think we want to spend 3 mana this turn, so it's either going to be Cathar killing Ghoulish Procession, which gives them a token, annoyingly, or it's just going to be Morning Patrol. I feel we do attack with the Captain. I think it's attack with Captain, play Morning Patrol. Nice. I mean, we could flare now. Get that Abomination dead and we keep our guy. I think we do it. awkward, though. Or do we? We do get to just play Morning Patrol, otherwise spend all of our mana. They're missing land drops, but they're drawing a card off of this. Man, this is tough. I think we do just let this go. It's playing from a disadvantaged mana position like this just puts us in these awkward spots. I don't think we can beat this draw from them. They're just gonna have too many zombies at some point. So impressive, for sure. This Ghoulish Procession, and but I mean, we're mana screwed, so that makes cards seem a lot better than they necessarily would be. Yep. Wow. Okay. Opponent's got a full grip, but now they're tapped out. We actually have a chance to do some stuff here. So what do we want that stuff to be? Just attack for 3, play Scoundrel, I guess. Yep. Scoundrel's pretty good on this board. Yeah, that's gonna die. Okay, I actually don't mind our spot now. We could kill it with Flare. I guess we attack with everything. If they block a smaller creature, we just defenestrate. If they block the Scoundrel, we get to kill it with Flare. Because this is a human, right? Yeah. So that's a nice use of Flare for sure. Make more zombos. Yep. So we either foul play the Abomination or we play Cathar Commando. So they've already gotten their Zombo trigger. So foul play deprives them of the second trigger. But Commando like actually puts power and toughness on the board, which is pretty dope. So I think we're going to do the Commando thing because we're actually fairly far ahead now since these don't block and we're at a healthy life total because of our veteran. Okay, opponent's got their own Scoundrel. Very nice. Taking 2. Going Commando. Do you go Commando? Let us know in the comments. Don't actually. I don't want to know. So Silversmith is interesting here. So Baneblade Scoundrel is not a very good blocker. So Silversmith buffing Patrol and our own Scoundrel means they don't have blocks with their Scoundrel, and they can't they don't trade. They don't get to trade with ours. And they probably don't want to block Cathar Commando either. So we just don't get to attack with Lunarch Veteran. So I think this is the way to go here. They have Startle, I guess. Let's think about that for a second. If they have Startle, they get to eat our Morning Patrol or our Cathar Commando. I think I'm fine with that. Really feels like they've got it, though. I mean, they're taking 8 if they do that. So I think we're okay. Okay, so Startle it is. Or that thing, sure. That's better for us. Okay, they're down to 4. They're hard pressed to block right now. We've got 2 removal spells in hand, so this could be it here. Recasting Behemoth. Don't know that they should attack here. No, they should not. Okay, but we still have them. Definitely have them dead, yeah. We don't even need to do this, but let's... Oh, we can't do it. This does power. It doesn't have power 2 or less anymore. Shit. They're not dead. But they kind of are dead because they need to block Commando and Scoundrel, which means both their creatures are dying. They're going to 1. My bad. I thought they were dead, but I mean, they still kind of are. Oh, if only this were an instant, we could do a trick there. That doesn't actually matter, though. Okay, do we want to kill a Decayed Token? 10 power on board here. Probably not. If they draw Blade Stitched Scob, that's 15. It's kind of a thing. And what else could they get? What else could they do to kill us here? I think that's kind of it. So I think we'll let it go. I guess if they double Blade Stitch Scob, then we die, right? That'd be crazy. All right, I think we got him. Yep. Wow, I thought we were going to lose. Okay, opponent's on the play again. But we're not complaining. We're doing okay here. We're 5-1. This is a keep. Got a curve here. Gavin Trapper, not the greatest turn 1 play, but whatever. Gets in there. Enables search party captain if they don't have a blocker. Of course they do. Okay, well this is decent then. Let's destroy, not exile. So yeah, let's pass. We'll flash in Commando. Hopefully that'll give us an attack. That's good. Oh boy, that's good, isn't it? So do we want to offer the trade here? Not particularly. They might not block if they're afraid of a trick, but even still, they probably would because getting to flash that back is such good value. It's such an excellent creature because it comes back as a flyer that loots every turn. So I don't think we give them the trade here. I think we just play the patrol. Be more willing to trade the patrol at least because we get a little bit of value, but this is going to be a tough one. Okay, they're going to come in. All right, well, that's nice. I think we'll take 3. Now maybe we have attacks? Yeah, I think we've at least got Morning Patrol attacking. Ooh, this is tough. This is going to be a tough game. I mean, just attacking with Morning Patrol gives us Search Party Captain plus Veteran. Or we just play Scoundrel. Don't think we attack with Commando, though. We just get in for 2 here. Very real chance they just take it. They're at 20. This is also fine. Alright, so as much as I want to play Scoundrel here, I think we want to play Veteran Captain. Because we want to gain life, right? And draw cards and stuff. Scoundrel is good on this board, though. I feel like I've said that a lot. And I guess if we do draw a land next turn, we can go like Veteran Morning Patrol. Okay, yeah. All right, let's do it. Play Scoundrel. Also, they're tapped out, so it plays around Flip the Switch, which would be pretty backbreaking on a 4-mana play like this. They might just have removal for it or whatever, but it's always a possibility. So this token that this creates does not have Decayed, but it does have Menace. All right. This is a situation where foul play, if we were an instant, that'd be pretty nice. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Smith. That would make this a 5/4. So they could just put... They could just put 2 creatures in front of it, though. Because this would have 5 toughness. It would allow us to trade with Archivist and then foul play the Amalgam. There's also the chance we have a trick. Maybe they don't block. Maybe just trading with Amalgam is enough. Really want to get the Search Party Captain in play. But that means we have to play the Silversmith, so we can't play it. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe we just play Morning Patrol then. Get that on board. Next turn we can maybe pump it up. I think that's the best play we can make. Get a flyer into play. Make it bigger. Kind of just staring at each other at the moment here. I feel like they kind of want to get in with the Archivist. I don't know that we would block it. Hello. Yeah, that's foul play worthy. Oh my gosh, so is that. Oh boy. Oh dear. So they have to put, assuming they don't just tap Scoundrel, if they let us attack, they have to put Ludovic and Archivist in front. It would be a trade, but that's a trade that we're willing to make. So I think let's go to attacks and see if they tap the Scoundrel. If they tap something, then we're going to get to play Search Party Captain for cheaper, I think. Right? Because we're definitely attacking with Commando. I think we trade... Oh, yeah. Okay, they're going to do it that way. I don't know why I was thinking they'd leave the Archivist back. Okay, they're tapping Scoundrel. That's cool. So obviously we're attacking with Apparition. Are we attacking with Commando here? I think we're not. But we have a real choice to make. I think we have to kill Ludovic, because if we kill Scab Wrangler, they can just copy Scab Wrangler with this, and it becomes a 4/4. And that's just kind of a huge problem. So, question is, I guess we play Captain first. If we draw land, we foul play. If we don't, we play Lunarch Veteran. but we have to spend our black. Oh, that's so awkward. Oh, it's really awkward. Oh, man, that's really awkward. So maybe we just go foul play plus Candle Grove Witch, I guess. Just want to get this captain down. So much mana awkwardness. We have Coven, though, so we're pressuring them. We're at a low life total, though. Who's pressuring who here? In for 3. We're going to take it. It's nighttime, baby. That's nice. Okay, so if they want to tap the Marauder, they got to tap 3 creatures, which means we get to attack with 3 creatures. Which makes me want to play Silversmith, but they could have a counter spell. They could be doing all sorts of things over there. I only got 2 cards in hand. Doesn't really make sense to want to cast Corpse Cobble. I guess let's just see what they do here. Could also just attack with just the flyers. They're going to let us attack. They're going to let us attack. So what? They've got the 3/3 flyer with flash. Which we could tap. When that enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 and a blue. When you do, put that main 1 with counters. Phase out. Oh, jeez. Okay. Cool. So they're going to phase out the Marauder, I guess. Okay. And they're gonna put 2 counters on their thing. Well, that's quite a good card. So we want to save our witch, I suppose, right? Are we dead? We might just be dead. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. I wasn't thinking about that. Well, we're going to go veteran into captain. Gain a life at least. Say go. Probably they probably have a way to kill us this turn. If they can put a couple of decay tokens into play, they could tap like one of our blockers, get us dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, they should be able to do it. If they can't, then we might actually have a shot. But that's a good card, man. Spectral Adversary. What's up? Jam. Just jam. Don't think about it. This is 8 damage. Are we dead? We're 2. Is this back in play, or what's going on with this thing? Okay, land. We're at 2. We're at 2. We're at 2. We're at 2. We need to tap both of their flyers. We need to have 2 blockers. So we definitely need to play this thing. And we need to be able to tap one of their creatures, so we can't cast Gavany Silversmith. And we need to have enough stuff to block all their other stuff, so they don't just alpha strike us. Okay, I can probably do that. So they've got 3 creatures on the ground, which means we need 3 creatures on the ground. Oh, no. We're just dead to Amalgam, I guess? They can go Amalgam. We could obviously tap their Amalgam. And then they don't have enough creatures to, like... They would have to tap one of their flyers to tap one of ours. Okay, but we do have to tap Amalgam then, because this is... Yeah, it's an instant speed. So I don't think we can attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess we could attack with one thing. We can definitely attack with Morning Apparition, right? Or no. If they trade, then they just tap Luminous Phantasm and we die. So we actually can't do that. Am I just thinking about this for all the wrong reasons? Are we just dead no matter what we do? Okay, that probably does it. Because now they can tap both our things without tapping both of theirs. And we have to tap this thing. And then they go tap your flyer and attack with both flyers and kill you. Yeah. I was seeing a path to not being dead there if they didn't have this, right? Because they would have gone... No, we were dead either way, because they get to actually tap the Amalgam itself to activate the Wrangler. So they would have to let this resolve in order for us to get away with that. So we were dead no matter what. But I mean, they had to like do the thing, but we were definitely dead. So I think we got one more loss to give here. We're back. We go first, and we finally drew our bomb. Oh my gosh. Are we going to get to play it? Hopefully. We're going to have to draw some lands. But we're going to keep. And I guess we're starting with Commando. Since the Witch attacks for less damage and won't have flying right off the bat. Sentry. Okay. We attack here, get the trade, we get to cast the Captain. Or they don't block and we get to cast the Captain. Both are fine. This Sentry's pretty scary, so we're going to have a hard time blocking with the creatures in our deck, so I think we're fine with this trade. Get us closer to our Lisa. Next turn, we can just defenestrate that thing, I guess. I guess we could try to flare it. That's slightly better. We could also try to flare it on their turn. If we want to get really greedy, could play Candlegrove Witch, block, and trick. Or we just let them hit us with this thing. We're ahead right now. Not by much, though. Just love to spend 4 mana in this turn cycle and not 3. I don't know if that's too greedy or not. We obviously want to play Lisa next turn, right? Hopefully I'm not making a grave mistake here. Problem is like, I don't think we can block it if they just straight up attack, but I also kind of want to have creatures in play to make this better. But I mean, if they like played a spell and then attacked, then we could have done it. Oh man, we probably could have gotten away with it. All right, hopefully they just don't straight up have removal for this. There's not like a ton of stuff that kills a 4/5 flyer, is there? Nope. Well, we're in a great spot now because we've got Flare and Defenestrate, so we're just going to jam. And if any of our stuff dies, we get it back to hand, right? That's how this works. Beginning of next end step. So we don't get to recast it right away, but pretty slick. So I guess that means we want to kill their scoundrel. I kind of want to defenestrate the Gavany Trapper. And we want the search party captain to be dead so that we get to cast it again. Yeah, and I think we'll just end of turn kill their trapper with Defenestrate. That's the plan, anyways. Because, like, if they don't have a way to kill Lisa, they're going to leave up 2 mana to try to tap her down. So I think this is the best course of action for us. We do kind of get blown out by removal in the sense that okay, well now we're pretty safe. We probably just hold this, right? This is to protect our Lisa from removal. Just like that. They should have just gone for that on their turn. Too much value. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Well, I mean, they could have Mind Rot, but we're pretty far ahead at this point. But yeah, that's an example of a card where, like, you can play it at instant speed. Doesn't mean that you should. I think if they just fired that off on their own turn, the texture of this game would have been a little bit different. So we'll see you for the finals. We're back. We're back for the finals here. If we win, we get the trophy. If we lose, we go home empty-handed. We go first, which is nice to see, and we've got our rare, which is it's only the second time we've seen it this entire draft. So again, make sure your comments and uncommons can do the work for you. Mostly your commons, because you're not going to draw this all the time. Lunarch Veteran Standoffs. Think it's correct to just attack into this. They probably don't want to trade. If they do, it's like if they do trade, we're in the same spot. We're in the same spot as each other. If they don't trade, we're in the same spot as each other. So I think we're okay with it. Plus, we want to keep their board clear so that we're more easily able to cast our captain, because we also need to draw like a land this turn. Actually, maybe we were supposed to... Okay, we drew the land. Maybe we were supposed to not attack just because we want to make sure we could cast Search by Captain as a 2-drop in case we didn't draw our land. Just thinking of that now. That might have been like the pro play. I did not think they were going to block there. But obviously they didn't have a 2-drop, so it worked out for them. Okay, we need to draw planes though. No attacks. 3 mana up. Could be commando, could be a trick or whatever. Okay, I think we just sort of try to get through all that junk as best we can. I should probably play veteran first though. Because if they do kill one of our things, we would gain a life. And we'll pass the turn back. We'll flash in the commando end of their turn. Ooh, missed the 3-drop. These are nice lands. Okay, that's a reasonable card. So, I think we get in there with everything. Because if they eat Search by Captain, we just get to draw more cards from it. If they trade with Cathar Commando, which they probably should have done, I'm not sure. But they have the Wrath, I guess. But then they should have traded off anyways. Oh, no. I'm not sure. Anyways, that was a quick one there. Hey, so we did take it down. We're a little bit lower rank because the season just reset, but feels good to take down a trophy. I think this deck was like kind of awkward in the sense that like we didn't have a ton of truly excellent cards. Obviously, our rare was quite good. It won us 2 games, but the rest of this deck was like, you know, mid-pack cards. Like you see these, you know, picks 5 to 8 pretty frequently. But I think just sticking the white commons together and supporting them with some good cards of another color is good enough sometimes to get you there. But I think like at the higher mythic ranks, this deck would not have done quite as well. But hey, we'll take it. Thanks as always for watching. Please leave a comment if you have any feedback for the channel, if you just want to say, hey, what's up, if you have any questions, if you want to let us know how you think we could improve these videos, would appreciate it very much. And of course, clicking that like button, that subscribe button does help a lot. Let us know what you'd like to see as well, future videos, all that kind of stuff. We took down the trophy. See you next time. Bye for now.